All right, so a little bit of planning, because the router bits that I have are a bit too long, so I had to extend the template up a little bit. So now I'm just gonna super glue and masking tape this hodgepodge doohickey together. The other templates here are giving me just enough lift to be able to actually get the right depth. Because the backplate is only, what, 4 mil or so. So I don't need to route away too much material, which is always nice. Yeah, it's not that close. It's close, but it's not that close that I'll run into any issues. All right, now just to clamp this down and get to routing. Because the amount of material that we're removing, it's not gonna move that anywhere. All right. So, all right, let's use a different stop. Now, if I go to that, that depth, is that a bit closer? Yeah, there we go. Okay, here it goes. And yeah, that's that. It's that easy. All right, so what we need to do is now figure out the placement on everything. I can actually use I do need to mark out the center line on here. It is pretty hard to see. That's why it was cold in here. Window was open. There. That is now nicely centered, which means that we can hold that in place. Need to go get me a clamp. Essentially, that should be accurate now. Check that we're not too far off kilter. So using a ruler up against here. I don't know why I'm teaching you this now. Bad habit. Well, not bad habit, but good habit. This is in the way. Need a bigger, wider mouth clamp. Alright, I'll figure this out. Technically, I want to release this. Why is the fit so loose? Okay. We have one, which is good. This one is giving me trouble, so I'm gonna draw on the profile of the neck and try this again. Rather it be too tight, and I can then adjust, than it be too loose. That should be just fine. So, next up, we need to drill out all the excess for the neck pocket wrap. So, Forstner bit, do a little under 20 mil. Right around there will be fine. That'll be good. All right. We got enough to work with. There it goes. Take little increments at a time. Don't need to be too greedy about this. Essentially now, moving onwards, we are going to be getting the, yeah. So we're going to get the bearing hitting the actual wood here. So now we can put in our angle. And to do that, we got this. I know I've already talked about it in a few videos, but I'll do it again. Now, the only thing that these two pieces now are for is to offer support. We're no longer using them as the surface for which the bearing sits on. So now, we need to find the accurate scale length. So, neck and something with inches. Now from the line to 25.5. About here. All right, so that is where this piece of wood will sit. Then the guide rails, like so. Now clamping down becomes crucial, because we can't clamp this down too hard, otherwise it will bend the plywood. We can't clamp it down too little, because then it might move. That's stable enough, and the bearing is, we'll take down more. There. Now the bearing hits the wood. Check that I'm recording. Yes, I am. And here we go. until I get to, I can take down a bit more. Okay, so what depth are we at now? Okay, cool. So if we go down to the line here, all right, there is ever so slightly left to go. Like I'm talking very slight. There we have it. Now, well, that's far from ideal. Something moved ever so slightly because that is not as tight as I would like it to be. That's a shame. But, yep. It is not ruined. Let's put it that way. Oh, right, yeah. Now I can figure out the pickups. Fraction off the center line at the top, but as long as all of my templates for the pickups follow the same center line, I should be just fine. So that is the end of the prep board right here, so I know where to put my humbucker. That is the scale length, which means this cavity is right around there. Pickups around, so add that much around there. That seems totally reasonable.